I just want to start by saying a quick good morning. My name is Anna MacQuarrie. I'll be your co-host today with Leta Jarvis. Before we get started, I'm going to read the land acknowledgement. We recognize that we are on the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq peoples. This territory is covered by the Treaties of Peace and Friendship, 1725. The treaties did not include surrender of lands and resources. Instead, recognize Mi'kmaq and Maliseet title in Mi'kmaqi. We are all treaty people. We also recognize the historic contributions and legacies of Black Nova Scotians, African Nova Scotians, who have been here for well over 400 years.
Do I read this? Okay. Good morning. My name is Leta Jarvis. I am your co-host for the Rebuilding Hope Conference. Thank you for being part of this day. It is excited to have so many people coming together in Nova Scotia to learn about the human rights remedy and the way forward. I am a member of People First Nova Scotia for over 25 years. I am a survivor of 7 institutions starting at the age of 7. My brother, Paul, is still in a institution and has been for many years. I am his voice and have been fighting to get him out. Now with the remedy, I know I can and I have hope.
So today we are coming together as a community. At last check, we're actually a community of more than 1,200 people joining together here today. So this is a pretty exciting gathering. You may notice that in the room that you are in, there are not 1,200 people in that room. So we're not only here in the rooms that you find yourselves in. I am in Dartmouth. There are people gathered in Truro, in Bridgewater, and Sydney. There's about 15 watch parties that are happening at places across the province, and even more people joining us online from across the province, even a few outside the country. So as you can imagine, bringing that many people and that many places together is a bit of a feat of technology. So we're going to ask for everybody's patience. There may be some glitches along the way. It may take some time to get the feed from one location to the next. So please, we appreciate your patience. And if you're watching online and there's a pause, don't worry. We're just ensuring everything's ready to give you a fabulous experience. So before we get started, a couple of housekeeping things for everyone. If you are joining us online, during the interactive sessions, we invite you to send questions using the panel to your right. I am assuming that is on the screen you were looking at, as shown in the slide on your screen. Someone here at the Ivany location is keeping track of your comments and questions and will share with the group when appropriate. We also have a ton of volunteers here today helping to make this event a success. Each location has lots of volunteers wearing blue t-shirts like Leta and I. So if you have any questions, please find someone in one of our shirts and they're here to help you. We have a quiet room for people to use. We know that today's a really important day. It's also a really long day and might be intense for people. So each location has a room for people to use for a break. Please leave whenever you need to. Volunteers in your location can help you find that room. Here at Ivany, just take the elevators to the 4th floor, and each quiet room will also be broadcasting the conference, so you won't miss anything while you're in there. You also may have seen at registration a helpful handbook for the conference. That is yours to keep and use as you wish. It's got a ton of blank pages. You can take your notes in there, you can doodle in there, and use that during the sessions. The agenda in that handbook has changed a little bit. Topics are all the same, but there has been some shifting in times to accommodate a few different things. And we want to have some fun today. Right, Leta?
Yes.
Yes. So we have prizes to give away. Just before lunch, we will randomly draw names from those who have registered today, and we will be drawing a door prize at the end of the day. This is going to take place in each location, and we will also draw a name for those attending online and for our watch parties. So lots of prizes to be had. There are signs out front or in each of your locations to show where washrooms are. Again, you can ask a helpful volunteer in a shirt like this if you need directions. There are fire exits in every location to make sure everyone is safe. Your volunteer team can help guide you to the nearest exit in case of emergency. And lastly, we have a photographer at each location. They will be taking lots of photos. If you do not want your photo taken, please go to your registration area and ask for a red lanyard. And if you are wearing a red lanyard, the photographer will know not to take your picture. And those red lanyards are available at the registration desk, or you can ask a volunteer. Great. So next up, it is our privilege and honor to introduce a jingle dancer and a drummer to help officially open the conference. With us are Alexa Metallic and Garrett Gloade. Alexa is an artist, a jingle dancer, a Mi'kmaq language apprentice, and a proud member of the Mi'kmaq Nation. Alexa was born and raised in her community of Listagouche First Nation, located in Gisbabiwatch, Mi'kma'ki. Garrett is from Millbrook First Nation, where he lives with his wife Cheyenne. He is a beadwork artist, drum maker, and powwow singer with the Cree Confederation and Wabanaki Confederacy. He says that powwow singing saved his life. Please join me in welcoming Alexa and Garrett. All right, and we're going to step over to here.
Good morning, everyone. So Nindalawisi Garrett Gloade Delawi Wigobagwit, Wadabexi Mi'kma'ki, and also we have Alexa Metallic here. So I just introduced myself. My name is Garrett Gloade. I come from the community of Millbrook First Nation, and I belong to this land that we call Mi'kma'ki. So as they mentioned, I am a powwow singer with a group known as Cree Confederation and also Wabanaki Confederacy. Both are champion drums. I'm very proud to say that I'm able to sit at those drums. Cree Confederation is actually a world champion powwow singing group, and they just recently came on top at the Gathering of Nations powwow, which is one of the largest powwows in North America, and we placed first during that. We also have a singer, and her name is Fawn Wood. She's one of our singers, and she just also won a Juno back in 2021. So it's pretty great accomplishment to be a part of that, to be a small part of that. Here we have Alexa Metallic, and my wife Cheyenne sends her regrets. She's unable to make it, as we're very busy people, and she double booked herself. So. But both of their dance styles, they're both jingle dress dancers, and it's very important to know the importance of the jingle dress and where it stems from. So the dress itself in this dance style comes from the Lake of the Woods region out in Ontario. So if you're unsure of where that is, that's like the Thunder Bay area. And their dance style is to bring healing to those who need it, but also within themselves as well. And usually when these dancers go out and they dance, they pray for others to bring healing into the circle, bring healing to our people, to others who need it, and themselves. And the history of the dance was, and why it's so sacred, is there was a young girl, and her name was Maggie White, and this was in the early 1900s. She fell very ill, and she became very, very sick to the point where she was on her deathbed. Her father ended up having a dream of a certain dress, and within that dream, he remembered the sound that it made. So as you heard her walking down and coming to the stage, those jingles that you see on those dress kind of represent raindrops. So you ever hear raindrops hit a body of water, and especially in that area, in that territory, it's all lakes. There's a big lake that's actually there, and it kind of mimics that sound of raindrops hitting the water. Every single one of those cones that are on her dress represent an individual prayer. Sometimes there's 350 to represent, or 352 to represent each day of the year, but depending on the dancer, they may have various number of cones. I'm not too sure how many you have. Over 200?
Yes, 330.
Yeah, she was close, 330. And then my role as a powwow singer, and, I explained that, it did save my life. Being a part of a community such as mine, culture is something that is not very present. And when I first heard the drum, it was like, sort of like getting hit in the chest with something, and it really opens your eyes to a lot of things. It teaches you a lot of things. And no matter what happens or what you go through in life, you can always find your way back here for a little bit of healing. I can honestly say, being an Indigenous person in one corner of, the world here, to be able to travel, to be able to do something that I absolutely love to do and take me to places that I can only ever dreamed of, has been just an adventure on its own. And I'm pretty sure Alexa can say the same thing. She's only been dancing for a year and a half, right?
Jingle,
Yeah. And she's a champion dancer as well. So, give her a round of applause. With her dance style, there's two different types of songs that go with her dance style. And we're gonna showcase both dances. One is a straight song, where she kind of has free flow to kind of do what she wants on the dance floor. And the next will be a sidestep. And it's kind of a little bit more of a subtle type dance, but, it goes with the dance style. All right, you ready?
Oh, sky sock, get the bomb, gonna walk. Oh, sky sock, get the bomb, gonna walk. Oh, sky sock, get the bomb, gonna walk. It's gonna mommy, oh, take wire, take a moya, hey, hey, name it, toya, game up the main mana, walk. Oh, sky sock, get the bomb, gonna.
So that's the first song. And I like sharing that song. That's a song that was composed by Fawn Wood. And it's actually sung in Cree. And even though I'm Mi'kmaq, I do know these Cree songs. And the words are translated to, the children are always watching, so teach them good things. When we sing, when we dance, think of them. So it's very important to remember that. And within the conversations that we have today about many things, and, when the recent discovery of the mass grave sites of the residential schools. You know, this song came to her, and I always feel it's important to share. So the next song will be a sidestep. So first, I guess before we end here, I just want to say thank you to Department of Community Services, and also for inviting myself, Alexa, and also my wife, who couldn't be here today, to be a part of your conference. Walalio.